Good morning, children. This video is for class 4, subject science, and now we are on chapter number 3, human body, the digestive and excretory system. Our body is made up of many organs. In this picture, you can see external organs, the organs which are present on our body. We can see from outside. Those organs are called external organs like hand, legs, eyes, nose, ears. These organs are called external organs. We have internal organs as well. Like you can see in this picture, brain, bones, liver, stomach, kidneys, lungs, heart. So all these organs which are present inside our body are called internal organs. So our body is made up of external organs and internal organs. A group of organs that work together to carry out a particular function forms an organ system. There are many organ systems present in our body like digestive system, excretory system, respiratory system, skeletal system. They have different work to do to run our body smoothly. All the organs and organ system are very important. And today we are going to learn about the digestive system. Okay, this is chapter number 3, human body, the digestive and excretory system. In this video, we are going to learn about only digestive system. Excretory system we will learn afterward. We all eat food to get energy, and the food should be digested, and for that digestive system help us. Let's see about digestive system. The food we eat cannot be used directly by our body cells. Whatever we eat, like we eat rice, we eat chapati, we eat sweets, fruits, it cannot be used by our body directly. Our body is made up of different organs, and the organs are made up of cells. And each and every part of our body is equally important, and all the parts should get energy from food. But the problem is this: whatever we eat, that food cannot be used by the body directly, as it is very complex. Complex means which is not simple. So it has to break down into simple soluble substances, and these simple substances are absorbed by the body. The body can use that simple substances. The process of breakdown of food into smaller particle that can be easily absorbed by the body is called digestion. Okay, so you understood, our body cannot take the food directly. Whatever we eat directly, our body cannot accept it. So the food should be break down into smaller pieces and simpler substances, so that our body can easily absorb that food. And this whole process is called digestion. And the organs which helps in the digestion are called digestive organs. And the organ that helps in digesting food, they form a system. That system is called digestive system. Like in our body, respiratory system is there, excretory system is there, skeletal system is there. Like that, to digest the food, whatever organs they work together and they form a system, organ system, that is called digestive system. Now what happened in digestion process? The complex food, the food that we eat, that get converted into simple soluble food. Why? So that our body can absorb that food, and the body will get energy to do all the activities. So digestion process means the conversion of complex food into simple soluble food with the help of digestive organs. Now, what are the different digestive organs are there? Let's see. Before that, you should understand that we eat complex food and it needs to be converted into simpler form. Why? Because our body or the cells, they cannot absorb that complex food. In this conversion, some organs helps the complex food and it change into the simpler one. Those organs are digestive organs and the process is digestion process. The organ that helps in digesting food, they form the digestive system. Now the organs of digestive system are mouth, food pipe or esophagus, stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. These are the organs which helps in digestion of food. So I hope you have understood what is digestion. It is the process in which the food we eat, they are complex and it needs to be converted into simpler and soluble form with the help of some organs like mouth, food pipe, stomach, liver, pancreas, intestines, so that our body can easily absorb it and which can be used to get energy, and by this energy we can do all our daily activities. Now in your textbook on page number 31, there is a warm-up activity. In the beginning of the chapter only, there is a warm-up activity. 5 friends, they were talking about the digestive system. In that, the first friend, whose name is Reena, she is saying, I think the digestive system help us to get energy from the food. Then second, Soham, he is saying, I think the digestive system help us to break down the food we take. What Seema is saying? She is saying, I think the digestive system help us to breathe. Then Varun is saying, I think the digestive system help us to grow. And in the end, Ali, he is saying, I think the digestive system helps us to get rid of waste in our body. Which friend or friends would you agree with to explain how the digestive system help us? Okay, so 5 friends, they were talking about the digestive system. You have heard their statements. Now I am not going to speak on it. You guess who is or who are correct. In the end, I will again come on it. Let's see one by one all the organs of digestive system and its function. All the organs work like a team for a goal. That goal is to digest the food properly. Now mouth. The first organ of digestive system is mouth. The process of digestion starts in the mouth. In our mouth we have teeth. In your last chapter you have learned about teeth and its function. So incisor helps to bite and cut. Canines helps to tear the food. Molars and premolars, they helps to crush, grind and chew the food. So the teeth cut, bite and grind the food and make the food into small particles. In our mouth, saliva is also present, which is a digestive juice. When we chew the food, saliva get mixed with the food. It makes the food soft. In food, starch is present. In rice, chapati and many other food items, in that starch is present. Like carbohydrate. Starch means carbohydrate, that is present. So, the saliva break the starch and change into sugar. So both are starch and sugar, both are carbohydrates. But starch is the complex one and sugar is the simpler one. Already I have told you in digestion, the food that we eat, that is a complex form and it needs to be converted into simpler form. So what is the function of saliva? Saliva is a digestive juice and it helps to digest the starch and change it into sugar. Sugar is a simple form. That is why when you chew the rice or chapati for few minutes, you feel it sweet. You can do this activity today. Chew a piece of chapati for some time. You will feel it sweet after some time. This is because of saliva. It helps to change the complex food to the simple food, from starch to sugar. So see, in mouth only the process started. Teeth makes the food particles smaller, and saliva, a digestive juice, also helps it to change into simpler form. And one more thing is also present in our mouth, that is our tongue. Tongue helps to turn the food in the mouth and it also helps to push it into the food pipe after completion of chewing process. So, tongue help us to swallow the food. Food from the mouth goes into the food pipe. Okay. From the mouth it goes into the food pipe. And what is the function of this food pipe? From the mouth, food goes into the stomach through this food pipe. It is also called as esophagus. You can see the pipe-like structure, that is esophagus or food pipe. It is a passage to pass the food to the stomach from the mouth. Next organ is stomach. The stomach is like a muscular bag. It is made up of muscles. Here, food is churned and mixed with digestive juices. See, this is stomach. I have made an arrow, that is stomach. It looks like this muscular bag. Have you seen at your home, you have mixture grinder? Okay, in that, when you put the things, the spices, or when you want to make chutney, you put the things in that. How it works? The blades moves in a circular motion. Like that, in the stomach, the food is churned and mixed with the digestive juices. In stomach, the digestive juices are present. These digestive juices are produced by the wall of stomach. This juices also breaks down the food from complex to the simple soluble substances. So, what is the function of stomach? Stomach is made up of muscles and it has digestive juices. The muscles helps to squeeze the food. In stomach, the food is churned with the digestive juices. Thus, change the complex food to simple food so that our body can absorb it. Now, small intestine. There are two types of intestine in our body, small and large. From the stomach, the food goes into the small intestine. Small intestine is long and coiled tube. Small intestine receive the digestive juices from liver and pancreas. Okay, liver and pancreas, they give digestive juices to the small intestine. You can see here this red color, maroon color. This is liver and there is a pancreas. I'll show you the another picture. You can see here clearly liver and pancreas. Liver produces a digestive juice called bile. Here the food get completely digested with the help of intestinal juices from liver and pancreas. So what happened in small intestine? In small intestine, the liver and pancreas, they secrete their juices and it helps to digest the food completely inside the small intestine. Liver and pancreas, they secretes digestive juices which helps in digestion. Liver helps to digest fats and pancreas helps to digest fats, carbohydrates and proteins. So these two digestive juices, that they secrete their juices in small intestine and they help to digest fats, carbohydrates and proteins. Liver and pancreas, they make the food simpler and soluble form which can be now easily absorbed by the body. Now the food is in the form of liquid. In the wall of small intestine, blood vessels are present which carry this liquid form of food to the different parts of the body. Blood vessels are tube-like structure which carry blood and nutrients to each and every part of our body. So the food now which is in liquid form, they get mixed in the blood, and when the blood flows in our body, that energy, we get the energy. Each and every part of our body get the energy. So now along with the blood, this simple soluble food also gets circulated in the whole body, and thus our body get energy. The digestion process done. But what about the undigested part of the food? So the undigested part of the food goes into large intestine. Large intestine is wider but shorter than small intestine. It holds the undigested waste food. The extra water is also absorbed by the large intestine. From large intestine, the undigested food or waste, we can say waste, that goes into rectum, and then it goes out of our body from the opening called anus. Digestion process takes about 4 to 5 hours to digest the food. Okay, so this is the digestion process and the function of all the organs. Now children, your work is to read the chapter. Okay, you read till this digestion and you see the video, you'll be able to understand.